Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. We just talked to Freya, who seems to want help from Ansbach. Well, we just so happen to know where Ansbach is. I just need to return to his location in a way that does not involve my bodily harm. See what I mean? That guy was waking up. I think I'll have to go around the left path, though. Ansbach is at the back end of this floor. Let's just keep everything real cool. Watch out for the fire slinger, of course. Oh, didn't even notice this guy. I think we're okay now. This ought to be the place. Here he is. Let's chat it up.
What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving.
Well, we have things to do. I'll hand over the secret right scroll.
Well, what's this? Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord Moog to gain entrance to the land of shadow were not enough, he plans to use his corpse as the vessel of his king consort. He has forsaken Lord Moog's soul. He desires only his empty shell. It beggars belief, but I'm afraid Tentamicola fails to grasp the humiliation implied by this act. One thing is certain. My dear lord deserved better.
Wow.
Righteous tarnished. You have my gratitude. You have given me the answers I needed, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I could spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature would be out of my blade's reach. The absolute folly of it all.
I'll tell him about Freya's decision.
Freya, by the gods. She must be feeling the need to reaffirm her allegiance before she heads to war. A true Redmane she is, hardly troubled by the rot. Righteous tarnished. Could you please give this to Freya? Thanks to you, she too will have the answers she requires. Yes. I can see her barreling into the fray right now.
Letter for Freya.
Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help. Perhaps I should...
Okay. Now, what is this letter? A letter written by Sir Ansbach to Freya the Redmane, presumably written in answer to her query, but the page is neatly folded to keep prying eyes from reading it. Interesting. Alright, well, you know where we're going now. Back to Freya.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
Pass on the letter.
From Sir Ansbach? To me? What on earth could it... Oh. Yes. Of course. I see. As the Festival of War concluded, General Radahn's soul met an honorable end. But kindly Mikola wishes to revive it, which is fine by me. I know it would pain old Jeren, but war has always suited General Radahn best, and certainly far more than any honorable death. Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the Great Lion.
Okay.
Thank you. Now I finally cast off my misgivings. Give my regards to Honorable Ansbach. Tell him, if we should meet in battle, to face your bow would be fine enough, but to face your blade would be an honor.
Golden Lion Shield.
Brave warrior. Perhaps next time, we too will meet on the battlefield. Brave warrior.
Okay. I don't know if I need to do this, but I'll... Never mind. Ansbach appears to be gone. Oh god, it just never ends with these guys. Enough with the Fire Knights. Got your smithing stone and everything. Alright, so what am I looking at here? Huh. Cool. Revered Spirit Ash, I'll take that. Oh, okay, we're back to the lever. Got it. That's enough of you. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? Back to the first floor anyway. I'm on the first floor because I intend to actually go to the third floor, not the fourth. The fourth involves some weird statue jumping shenanigans, so I'm just not gonna get involved with that. I don't know if I can go back the way I came in, so I'll play this game instead. I want to eliminate enemies, potential variables that would otherwise impede my ascent. So far so good, right? No vulgar militia, I'm not having it. Easy. Now I need to keep ascending. That was not yet the statue I had to climb onto. I'll keep going. Good. Annoying Fire Knight. Oh, hello. Also, I got the Greaves. It's very convenient. They don't say anything different from what we've already seen, but now I have the whole Fire Knight set, which is pretty awesome. I didn't even see this glowy. What is this? Hurl Drake Talisman +3. Look at how glowy it is. A trio of pearlescent ancient dragons. A large depiction of a pearlescent ancient dragon. Boosts non-physical damage negation by the utmost. Okay. Well, now that I've done that, I'll go back up to where Freya was. Let's level, of course. And now I will take that crazy statue path. Which means I ironically need to drop. Maybe I will not aggro that Fire Knight. Or, you know, maybe I will. It's fine. Let's just keep away from him. Excuse me, gentlemen. Oh, nope. Wow. So much for trying to play nice. The nerve. I actually tried to avoid him. I really tried. What, you think you could just get away with it, sir? Think again. Now, about that crazy statue navigation. Yeah, this is what I want. For pure safety. I don't know if they're going to turn around and snipe at me once I start climbing, so let's not give them the chance. Right, sir? No more enemies in the immediate vicinity. Scary and precarious, but it is doable. I would know. I've done it once already. And we're in. And we have a stake of America. This shadow keep really keeps going. Man, oh man. Wow. There is an intimidating looking Fire Knight over there. Alright. No pressure. That slow walk. And this is one of the tough knights too, it's the big sword. Wow. You can do that? Wait a second, sir. That was not part of our agreement. I'm relying heavily on my counter to interrupt his combo, but that's not going to happen. Let's play this very carefully now. This is a scary enemy. See what I mean? Absolutely nasty. I might just have to rely on backstabs for this. This enemy is particularly nasty. that was a close one. Wow. Winged Serpent Helm, an Ash of War Flame Spear. Alright. Alright. Helm of Kood, Captain of the Fire Knights. A winged serpent perches atop it. Enhances Fire Knight skills. The winged serpent is the token creature of Messmer's military forces. It is a wise friend which keeps the base serpent at bay and holds his power in check. Alright. And then the Ash of War, of course. Skill of Kood, Captain of the Fire Knights. Ready weapon for a thrusting attack and unleash a spear of flame straight ahead. Charge the attack to increase damage dealt and distance traveled. Usable on armaments capable of thrusting, claws and backhand blades accepted. Alright, I want my healing back, so I will just take a deck right now. Alright, here it comes. The moment of truth. The actual boss of Shadow Keep. Erdtree fragment, sure. We do get a Sight of Grace and a summon. This is gonna be it. What's this place called? Dark Chamber Entrance. Okay, here goes.
Mongrel intruder. That tarnished, it seemeth. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light? Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Amazing. We'll just see how this goes, huh?
Stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Damn. That explosion, though. Alright, let's go. What's the worst he could possibly do, right? How hot could he possibly be? God damn. Oh, that's cool. The man likes his impaling. Go get him, me. Show him how it's done. Oh my god. Oh.
I will not suffer. A lord devoid of light. No, mother. Forgive me.
Wow.
Soon tarnished. Wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light?
Incredible. Oh good, we're doing Bloodborne now. Nope. This is amazing. I love this. The freaking anime attack. This is glorious. I love this. I might die, but this is the coolest thing ever. Please? It's a close one. It was very close, but I'm good.
O lightless creature, embrace thine oblivion, as shall I. Mother.
Incredible. I know it's rather ironic that I'm fighting this guy with fire, but my sword is very good, and it has the blood effect, which is invaluable. One hit from this guy. Messmer is so intense. Oops, let's just be over here now. Anime stabs. And the awesome spears. Very cool. I gotta believe that's good enough for me. That's alright, I blocked it. Not even close, right? This guy, he's so awesome. I'm not standing in that. Oh my god. Wait, I have to fight this guy for real? I can't fight this guy for real. I'm not good at video games. Two, three.
America, a curse upon me.
Oh, incredible. Remembrance of the Impaler and Messmer's kindling. That was intense. That was very, very intense. I could almost level up twice just from that. That was amazing. Yeah, I could just level up once, but almost twice, right? What do I need? 80,000 runes? I can do that. I'll use one Marika rune. Gorgeous. Was that enough, though? It was. Oh boy, runes gone. I feel better already. Now, the Remembrance. Remembrance of the Impaler. A malevolent snake writhed within Messmer, and so his very mother plucked out his eye and put in its place a seal of grace. Yet having done so, her fear compelled her to secret away her child within the realm of shadow, hidden away, keeping company with the original sin and a hatred that would not be confined. And then we have the kindling. The kindling that burned inside Messmer the Impaler, a dark thing, eaten away at by a wicked serpent, burns the sealing tree said to be found at the old Rao ruins. Messmer, much like his younger sister, bore a vision of fire. Younger sister, you say? Now that I've done that, I have a surprise for you. 4th floor. Message from Letta. Message left by Needle Knight Letta addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Mikola's trail. Dane passed on a message. The sealing tree is in the ancient ruins of Rao. It lies beyond the high bridge leading from the 1st floor of the storehouse. I will join you there once I have finished the task at hand. I think we might know what the task was. Which means we're back in Ansbach's room, but look at what we have once again. I can assist Letta for a second time. Or I can assist Sir Ansbach. Decisions. I'm going to help Letta a second time.
Sir Ansbach, I will dispose of you. I find that I have a new apprehension. Your ambivalence, and exactly where it might lead you.
So, you would cull an old man such as I. You are thorough indeed, Lady Leda. I would expect nothing less. As you surmise, I do have my doubts, and will not simply lay down and die with them.
You've come again, have you? Thank you. Now go and make yourself useful.
So awesome.
So you've taken Lady Leda's side. I'm glad she stands for the man. She tends to overestimate the burden she must carry alone.
Oh, he hurts. Won't be enough, though. It's over.
Utterly failed you, Mikola kind.
Thank you for all that you have done, Sir Ansbach.
Incredible. Wise Man's Mask, and Ansbach attire, manchettes, boots, and longbow. the iron mask of Sir Ansbach giving the appearance of a quiet, wise, old bearded man. But an old fear lurks beneath, together with the cold, unflinching discipline that once honed his blade, now employed to enhance blood oath and dynastic skills. Ansbach's attire. Attire of Sir Ansbach, the embroidered crest of the Pure Blood Knights, has now all but faded away, slightly enhances blood oath and dynastic skills. Ansbach understood that keeping his oath to his old master was not an act of logic, nor would it bear any justice, but it was for these very reasons he was unable to let go. Ansbach's manchettes. Manchettes of Sir Ansbach, black leather adorned with gold embroidery, and again slightly enhances blood oath and dynastic skills. And his boots, same description. Weapon of Sir Ansbach, a longbow consisting of 2 bow bodies and 2 strings. Unusually for a longbow, it can be wielded similarly to a light bow, provided that the wielder has the extraordinary dexterity demanded. Fan shot. The skill uses the bow held horizontally, readies 8 arrows at once, firing them in a fan-shaped arc. That's insane. What's your dex requirement? 43. That is extreme. It's one of my prime stats, so I'm ready for that, but that's a very high stat for not a great bow. And now for the other payoff. Let's talk to her now that we have a job well done.
Ah, there you are. I owe you for your help in battle. Once again. Sir Ansbach must have considered it an honorable end, being felled by your hand. After all, the good fellow held you in the highest regard. When we speak of it, we may speak with pride that we were Sir Ansbach's final adversaries.
Retaliatory crossed tree.
You are an odd one, aren't you? The enchantment is broken, and yet you alone appear completely unchanged, as if nothing was ever cast upon you. No matter. If you found your way here, it was because kindly Mikula wished it so. But I am afraid this is our farewell. When next we meet, let it be under the eyes of Mikula the Kind. Goodbye, comrade.
I like that she's the one who led me here, but this is past her, so she wouldn't have known that.
I'm afraid this is our farewell, comrade. When next we meet.
Okay, that's pretty much the end of her quest. Now we've already seen the lacerating crossed tree. It enhances dash attacks, but the retaliatory one enhances attacks executed after rolling or backstepping. Handicraft depicting a golden crossed tree, one of the items conferred to the Needle Knights. Long ago, the Needle Knights were in service of Mikula, but now they are no more, save for one, same thing. Cool unique item payoff. But this isn't the quest that I'm going for. But what if we could do it another way? I'm actually going to assist Sir Ansbach.
Sir Ansbach, I will dispose of you. I find that I have a new apprehension. Your ambivalence, and exactly where it might be.
So, you would cull an old man such as I. You are thoroughly needy, Lady Lena. I would expect nothing less. As you surmise, I do have my doubts, and will not simply lay down and die. Have you lost your wits? By my troth, you have no such debt to this old man. Though I gladly welcome your decision. Now I might even live to see the morrow.
You have chosen your side, despite having no sense to the Lord of Blood. I suppose it was Sir Ansbach who won you over. One more heart for my blade to skewer.
I do really appreciate the respect they have for each other. And for me. That fan attack is absurd.
Perhaps I should have known. To challenge the two of you alone. I take my leave. For now.
Lady Leda, I ask you keep kindly Mikola in your care.
I still get the longbow and Leda's rune, which is not terribly impressive. Either way, I get the longbow, and the rune, I mean, that's cool, but I don't get a unique item from this. But you know what? That's okay. There'll be payoff later. In the meantime, this is as far as I can go for now. Leda is no longer hanging out at the High Road Cross. Although, you know what's funny? Let me show you a little surprise. Let's chat it up again.
Heaven's great and gallant sculpted keeper, I know it in my bones. Thy deed is done. A worthy deed, no doubt, to bring our foes what surely was deserved recompense. Oh, oh, heaven hath borne witness to our plight. Thy gleaming wrath and unparalleled dance. Though a trifle it might seem to thee, I have prepared a dish in celebration. 'Twould please me much if thou might partake. Partake, until thou art sated.
Gourmet scorpion stew. I'm assuming it's just consumable, right? The regular one boosts physical damage negation temporarily and gradually restores HP. The second one restores a great amount of HP. Scorpion simmered in a black soup, an exquisite dish chock full of mouth-watering scorpion claws. Boosts physical damage negation temporarily and gradually restores a great amount of HP. The thoughts and feelings of the cook melt and blend into the stew, but those who can distinguish the taste of love are few and far between. Partake. Partake until thou art sated.
O sculpted keeper, I offer my thanks. Thou danced with passing wrath and beauty, such that rightfully avenged we would be. I have never known such joy as this.
Yeah, the Messmer soldiers really ruined the horn scent. And now Messmer's dead.
Sculpted keeper, O great and gallant sculpted keeper, wert thou by this old maid unduly pushed into facing such labors as thou didst? Has our grave resentment fettered thee? With such bounteous fury didst thou dance. I cannot presume thou didst not suffer. Please, I ask thee, allow thyself some rest. None of the tower would dare interfere, and if one should, I'll see to them myself.
Amazing.
Apologies, O noble visitor, but wouldst thou permit me a little rest? Mine eyes are oft apt to glaze over, the years taking their toll, 'tis plain to see. Even telling dream from reality is a task increasingly beyond me. Apologies, but wouldst...
Okay, yeah, she is overjoyed. You know, I wonder what would have happened if I had sided with the horn scent at the beginning and beaten Leda. Could I have summoned him for the Messmer fight? That was his one goal. Could I have talked to him now Now that Messmer's dead, he probably would have been really happy about that. But you know what I will do to conclude things? I'm going to go to 2 locations. One, at last, I will go to the Round Table Hold. We have the Maiden Husks. Now where's that thing I can buy? Is this it? Yeah, Rabath's Great Bolt. I can just buy these. Great bolts tipped with a clump of glintstone shards, one of Spell Machinist's or Machinist Rabath's innovative designs. Detonates a large explosion on impact, dealing magic damage. Yeah, I could just buy a bunch. Insane. A special ammunition. I have both Shadow Sunflower remembrances, so the Blossom and the Land of Shadow. Remembrance of the Impaler, though. This ought to be good. Spear of the Impaler. Surprise. Weapon of Messmer the Impaler. A great spear with a warped blade in the shape of undulating flame. Remade by the forging arts of the realm of Shadow, this weapon can be thrown by executing a strong attack, dashing strong attack, or mounted strong attack. Charge the attack to produce flame on impact. Unique skill, Messmer's Assault. A fierce succession of attacks using a flame-coated spear tip. Repeated inputs allow up to 2 follow-up attacks. The final move thrusts the spear into the ground, causing countless spears to form in the surrounding area. Well, we've certainly seen that. And otherwise, Messmer's Orb. An incantation of Messmer the Impaler. Summons Messmer's flame to form a giant floating orb. The orb soars toward a foe, crashes into the earth, and explodes after a brief delay. Charging enhances potency. Messmer despised his own fire. Time and time again he hoped to rid himself of it, but ever did it burn. I gotta find more mausoleums to duplicate remembrances. Speaking of Messmer, how about that flaming red hair? And when we finally did see Radagon, sure enough, red hair. Messmer's Helm. Black helm of Messmer the Impaler, crowned with 2 intertwined winged serpents. Slightly enhances incantations of Messmer's flame as well as Fire Knight skills. The winged snakes were Messmer's constant companions. They were there when the base serpent was sealed away behind his eye. They were there through his eternity of suffering. They will accompany him yet, in his hideous new form. Born when he destroyed the grace granted by his mother, they have accepted his fate as much as he. The helmet has the hair, though. Messmer's Armor. Black armor of Messmer the Impaler. Draped with a red cloak bearing his crest embroidered. On his mother's wishes, Messmer made himself a symbol of fear, undertaking the cleansing crusade she desired. Direct thy maledictions, thine ire, and thy grief towards me alone. Wow. Messmer's Gauntlets. Black gauntlets of Messmer the Impaler. And then the flavor text is the same. And finally, Messmer's Greaves. Same description. Simply spectacular. As for where I'm going to wrap things up, this may surprise you. Let's see if you remember. The Forsaken Graveyard. Welcome back to the Abyssal Woods. I guess it'll be a little bit before I can get a map marker. But for now, it is time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? We did the impossible. We actually beat Shadowkeep. So many bosses surrounding it, but we finally beat the big one, Messmer himself, the face of this DLC. Well, we've satisfied the Horn Scent, we completed Letters and Ansbach's quests, at least as far as the dueling is concerned. But what now? Sure, I'm going to the Forsaken Graveyard, but where does that lead us to? Until next time, everyone.